What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. Hope you guys enjoyed Monday's episode where I told my victory challenge game story. Yeah, if you haven't, make sure to go check that out. And I hope you guys heard the big announcement about the podcast. I'm really excited, and let's go. Let's get to work. You know, but for today's episode, I wanted to talk about one of my absolutely closest friends. She's been a mentor to me. Man, Professor Megan Duffy. Now, um, she was my improv professor in college. I minored in my undergrad anyway. I minored in theater arts while I majored in criminal justice when I was an undergrad at John Jay. Shout out to the John Jay Bulldogs and shout out to the class of 2011 and 2013 because I was a part of both of those classes. So shout out to everyone that was in those classes and everybody that I know from John Jay. Um, but no, so let's talk about her. So I took her improv class in the spring of 2012. Now that would have been my next to last semester as an undergrad at John Jay. I I don't know. I always love comedy, and I love acting. I'll never, not get tired of acting. It just gives me a chance to express my artistic side, and it's amazing. I love the people that I've gotten to work with. I've done a few movies, done some plays in college, which I'll get into on a later vlog. But for this particular class, improv is just about expressing yourself freely and making something out of being given a blank canvas and making something out of it, making something magical out of it. I equate improv improv comedy to professional wrestling because that's what we do as professional wrestlers. We're given a blank canvas to tell a beautiful story, not with pain, but with our bodies and through our words. So that's the connection that professional wrestling has to improvisational theater. And the moves in improvisational theater aren't choreographed, and yeah. But anyway, no, getting off topic here. But no, Professor Duffy, I took her class, and from day one, man, I just enjoyed it. I'll never forget, the quizzes that she used to give, on her class was on Monday and Wednesday. So on Monday, we would be just in the classroom, just maybe reading something about improv from Stanislavski or something about Chicago versus New York improv and the Chicago style of theater versus the New York style of theater, and we would just be reading and focusing on that and honing our gaining knowledge that way. But on Wednesdays, we would be in the Black Box Theater, which just opened up at the time. It was in a new building that John G had just built. It was a really, small, intimate space. We would just be in the air, doing doing improv stuff, and I remember this one exercise we were had to simulate where we were on a boat, and like the waters got choppy, and like the boat looked like it was about to capsize. So like I'm just there, we're having a good time talking on the boat, and all of a sudden, Duffy yells out, "Waters are getting choppy," and then what do you call it? So then I'm like shaking my chair back and forth, and I remember just making eye contact with her, and her just being amazed, which she later told me she had never worked with a person with different abilities. So that was pretty cool. I was so honored to hear that from her in a later conversation that we had. And one particular moment that she says stands out to her. I'll never forget it, her telling me this either. She told me about this one moment where we were. I don't remember the exact scenario, but it had something to do with cops and being chased by cops or something like that. So I think one of my classmates was playing. A few of my classmates were playing cops, and then like I was the one trying to get away. So then, I suddenly yell, and I just take off to the other side of the theater, and all of a sudden on the other while I'm on the other side of the theater, I hear nothing but a huge burst of laughter, and she's just standing on the sidelines, just laughing, and that made me smile. That was pretty cool. But you know, even after taking her class, man, I just always remember Professor Duffy because she's so good at what she does. I cannot stress that enough. She teaches you improv in the way it's supposed to be, the way it's supposed to be taught, and she doesn't put restraints on you. She allows you to express your art artistic and creative side, and I'll never forget her class. And to be honest with you, if she hadn't encouraged me to kind of start writing my own life story down and document it, I probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. There would be no Classic Chronicles podcast. There would be no classic conversations. There wouldn't even be in my autobiography, Man Behind the Wheel, which is coming very very soon. More details on that. There would be none of that if it wasn't for her. So I always will be indebted to Professor Duffy for allowing me to pursue this crazy dream of telling you my life stories and making a YouTube channel and all of that, man. Oh man, I'm getting a little choked up thinking about it because I've told her this to her face. She's been a mentor to me, and uh, she's given me all the tools that I need to kind of bring out my artistic side. And yeah, Professor Duffy, man. I'm getting ready to. She gave me my first shot in a movie because her buddy, one of her friends that she knew, Jeff, was filming a movie called Lost Profits, which was a movie about the Wall Street protests back in 2012, I believe. So she had given me my first shot to act in an independent movie. I was an extra. I had one line, which was cool. We shot that at Riverside Park in Harlem, man. I'll never forget it. It's such a beautiful day, and I'll never just forget being in awe on being on my first movie set. Later on, went on to shoot a movie called December with Colin, my buddy Colin, and my homegirl Martha, and my my homegirl Crystal was in that. We did that together. I was an extra in that movie too. So man, and just my passion for making art and making movies and being a part of stuff all started because of Professor Duffy. So like I said, I'll forever be indebted to her uh, for doing everything that she's done for me. Um, so yeah, that was today's vlog. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace and love.